Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's that time of day. Our show is the showtime, the manager's live update at a different time today because I wanted to be down at the clubhouse at 10 o'clock when they started the Blue Stream registration for your accounts and to set up the installs. I understand yesterday morning I did get down there when it first started, and it was a little bit of a I say bumpy start to the process. Let me sure. Yeah, okay, I've got my comments turned on, and so I wanted to be down there today, and so that's why we changed. I changed the time of the live today. So they're still going on. The signups are still going on. Do especially if you're in the park. Uh, we sent out on the dial my calls. If you contact the office, we have that uh, the website that you can go to make your appointment. They are also taking walk-ins. Appointments have priority, but if you're a walk-in, you can wait and be inserted into the line if they have time. So you can do that. And between, we want everybody to get signed up. After, and I had a couple questions. Do remember if I send out on the dial my calls, that is a one-way process. If you answer it there, I only get the notification that you answered it, and I can't respond to it because it's in the dial my call system and not able to, um, like I said, respond. So therefore, use the office phone number to call or text me or email me at the appropriate spots. Let's see if I put up my emails manager at aox.net. Let's see, I don't see that on my banners. Um, do also, this is the texting number that we send out. Do put that in your contact list because some people have said that on the dial my calls they aren't getting the messages. If you don't have that number there that's scrolling across your screen in your phone as Ancient Oaks, there's the possibility that your cell phone provider is say, because that is a mass texting, and say that's spam, and will throw it in your spam folder or not put it through at all. So do put that phone number into your um, contact list. Also, the Ancient Oaks office phone number that will send calls out on, they'll identify it as 863 467 6677, and that needs to be in your contact list. Get my phone number into your contact list so that if you do need to ask a question or respond, you can text me or put in the manager at aox.net. Let's see if we can add that without taking out the ticker. Yeah. Uh, manager at aox.net, and that'll be an email, and I'll answer it as quickly as I can on that. But do not reply directly to the dial my calls texting or the email. As far as I know, the email, I might not even get notified that you sent an email back. So uh, there we go on that. So that is on the dial my calls, and we sent out the information about the website for the signing up for Blue Stream appointments. There, and we have that information here also at the office, and on put it on the Facebook page also. I did not put it up on YouTube, but because that's a video. So on our Facebook page is also the link to get to the sign up. I saw that there are still lots of available places on Monday and Tuesday. The 18th is when they're gonna. Andrea said she's Andrea from Bluestream, said that that's when they'll start taking phone call registrations, especially those from people that are out of the park. You can call in and register after the 18th. I'll put that information on the dial my calls, and also on the Facebook page to be able to call in to Bluestream and get that taken care of. Let me go back to the comments, just make sure I don't miss any comments in case anybody asks anything. Okay. Um, so with that, you'll be able to set up an appointment. But if you're not here, the appointment will be need to be set up. You'll need to call 7 days in advance when you're returning to Ancient Oaks or coming back or however you want to say it. And then you'll set up the appointment for them to do the install and set everything up and make sure you have decided what services you want at that time, because at the install it's free. But if you later on decide to add services such as the telephone or the basically replace your landline or voice over internet protocol, if you got, some people have Comcast phone, which is VoIP. If you do that with the Bluestream, you'll have to do that at the same time. Otherwise, it's $100 install for them to come back out and take care of that. So the installs, from what I understand, actually are starting next week. So a lot of people will be getting that. There was a list of ahead of time, just so everybody knows, they wanted a list of 10 people that they were going to install, and they've already done it to make sure to see how it was working. That's basically, they called them friendlies, but testing group, beta testers, whatever you want to call it, that they are the ones that they installed, got it up and going, and they are receiving their programming. So that was the purpose of that. One thing I want to make sure is that at the meeting, it was accidentally, or how you want to say it, uh, the number of boxes that you're going to get. It was mentioned that there's 3 boxes. It's not that. It is 2 boxes that you will get from Bluestream. 2 boxes that are provided in the contract with them for your television services. If you want another box, I believe it is $9.95 a month for a third box or whatever else. But if you have a smart TV, you do not need to get another box. They'll show you how to hook that TV to your what you call it, the modem router, whatever pod that's in that they're going to install for you. If you don't have a smart TV and you still want to avoid that charge, for about $20, you can get an Amazon Fire Stick or a Roku stick. Because I know even Fran Deverman got a Roku stick, and her son set it up for her, so she's not using cable at all. She's only using the Roku. So there's that, and that's a one-time cost, and you're hooked up, and you don't have to pay that $9.95 a month. Uh, that TV though probably, well, I assume it's all the same on the programming. Uh, we'll find out how it all works, but with the Bluestream, you do get that DVR and 100 hours already to start with, so it's a pretty good deal along that way. Once again, most people only have 1 or 2 TVs. There's a few of you get the third TV, and there's ways around not having to rent that box. Okay, let's make sure I'm getting on that. Yeah, a lot of people, the registration, here we got Janice uh, said that registration Bluestream was so easy earlier today. Once you get there and get done, it is very easy. It's just that yesterday morning during the start, there was just some miscommunication with the Bluestream people, and but got straightened out and taken care of, and everything's going nice and smooth today. Okay, 2 boxes that you get provided. Install starting next week. June 1st, the service does take over. Uh, and we're going to have the community channel. The community channel may not be up that very first day because we still working on getting the particulars on that, but we hope to have that community channel. And with that community channel, the 2 TVs in the post office that we had installed there will be displaying the community channel. And we may be getting another TV to replace, or the Sun plans to replace the exercise TV with another TV that is the enabled TV, new smart TV, and it will be left on the community channel to run all the time. So if you're in there, you'll be able to see the community channel. There will be a way of getting information, and that's for people in the park. If you get the blue streaming out, if you're out of state and you use your account to get your programming through that, I believe they said that you would not be able to get the community channel out of state. It'd be really nice if they did, but apparently it isn't. Like I said, isn't broadcast. It's one thing to grab national broadcast or whatever and feed it to you, but their local broadcast, it hasn't that yet. Okay, let's take that off of there. Um, Trimming. We have started trimming on the palm trees, and most everybody that's in here sees that going on. Once again, remind people, please stay away from the area. If you see them trimming coming that way, try to avoid going around them and try not sneaking past, because it's always dangerous trying to sneak past people that are working above, or lifting and carrying stuff into the. It's harder to pay attention than if you're got a silent golf cart. It's just a little bit not dangerous. It's just keep everybody much safer if you can stay away from where they are trimming. We're trying to save a little bit of money this year doing it by taking the stuff to the dump ourselves with the trailer and see how that works out, and taking care of that. Along with, because we are taking care of trash, just as a reminder on the open top dumpster and also the compactor, that we are not allowed to put in hazardous material or tires. If you buy tires for your golf cart or for your car, you have to have them recycled or dump, taken care of at the place you buy your tires from. Do not bring them back here and throw them into the dumpsters. That's illegal for us to have that happen. Hazardous waste. Paint is considered hazardous waste if it's in liquid form. If you need to throw away paint, remove the lid from the paint can and let it dry out. Then it is no longer hazardous. Uh, do not put propane tanks in there. The county has a way of dealing with that. You have to take it somewhere, but please do not put them in the compactor or the dumpster. See, I already mentioned about the 2 boxes from uh, Blue Stream Fiber. Um, and this is something I've had to mention to a few people, and so I can mention this before, so I don't have to maybe make personal calls or stop by your place. Our rules do state that material or equipment is not to be stored outside your unit. If you have construction material, now, granted, if you're working on it and you're in the middle of the project, yes, we're we work with people, but you cannot be storing construction material outside for a long period of time, and not getting around to getting it installed. So kind of be aware of that. Also, I'll be going around and probably taking a few pictures, because some folks have mentioned to me about a few places turning green, and that is also one thing that in our regulations, that you are supposed to keep your place cleaned up and pressure washed, because Florida, everything turns green. I did called one person already, and said that it needed to be pressure washed. I said, "Oh, I had a pressure wash last year. It should be okay." I said, "No, this is Florida. It turns green if you let it go for a year." So remember that. I will be contacting a few people that need to get that done. Now you can either, if you can't get down here and take care of it, let me know, and I'll provide you with a list of people that do pressure washing. You can have them come in and do it, and anything else that needs to be taken care of, we'll try to coordinate that with you. I'd much rather have you do it on your own like that than have to get a letter from the office here, or another way of and making. We don't want to have to make somebody get that done. All right. In terms of equipment, once again, on the dial my calls, please, it is very important that you don't respond to and that's a one-way messaging. We are looking into, uh, Steve Lassard had mentioned about electronic voting, and so I started checking into that. And the same people that provide electronic voting also provide uh, a website, whatever you call it. They provide a website portal, and it's the website, and it's all in compliance with the state of Florida requires. And within that, it also has email and the texting messaging, and it allows for more um, text to go out, and also to have multiple numbers for each residence. Right now, we're stuck with just one residence and stuck with a short message. I can't make the message any longer than 160 characters. Most of you that are on it, the other day I had to send out 4 messages to get the message across because it was too much for one or even 2 messages. I think it ended up being 4 messages to finally get it across. It had the where the Bluestream was at and what the website to be able to sign up on. So be aware of that, and we're looking into something else. We're also still looking into a new access entry system, and let's just see if this will play. I have a short video that I made, and see, the first time I've tried this on this, and we'll add it to the stream.
He used to be here. He wouldn't let anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's a terrible picture right now.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's better than when I was sitting higher up in the truck, but yeah. Okay.
and then I just get in.
And then if you hit phone call,
Yep.
then it gives you the option of
You find a name, and then you just scroll down, or you can type in.
That's just a short video of the system that we're looking at to replace this. And that was the box. It has a keypad, but normally, if you are a resident, you'd be able to just drive in because it has a RF reader that can read from 15 feet away. So you wouldn't need a remote. You wouldn't have to reach up and punch a button or anything like that, or read your tag and open the gate for you. But if you have somebody that's not like visiting or whatever, as it showed there, you have an option of a keypad that we could put in a pin that would open the gate for them. You have let's say you have a visitor going to be here for 2 weeks visiting you. We could issue them a keypad number, and it'd be good for that 2 weeks. And after they're gone, it's no longer there. So that, or also it has ways, if we put a phone attached to it, which I'm pretty sure we can do with the Bluestream, that on the phone that had was, you saw the menu there. A Let's say you had medical prescription delivery, they'd be able to pull that up, call you, and this is mainly for after hours when we're not here. It would have a way of calling you on your cell phone, and then you would punch once they called and you heard who it was at the gate. You'd be able to hit a number, I think it's the number 9 on your phone, and you could open the gate for that person delivering your item, and it would record that who was not wouldn't necessarily who was there, but would record how the gate was opened at a certain time of day. So that's something we're looking at, and hopefully to improve on. And then if we have that, the electronic voting and the website, I think it would be a couple of very good things. So we're moving along on that. Still trying to get somebody, if you know anybody that would come give us a quote on redoing our marina, send them my way, because I haven't been able to get anybody out to come give us a price on what we want to do. So there's a few things. We got 27 people here. That's pretty much the update I have for now. It's a beautiful day here. My temperature gauge shows 89 degrees outside, 53% humidity. So it's a pretty decent day. We did have lots of flooding down in Fort Lauderdale day before yesterday, and they even had also more rain yesterday. Some areas got 25 inches of rain in Fort Lauderdale, which is what they normally 1/3 of their annual rainfall in one day. So that was pretty intense for them. Lots of flooding. I think even the airport got shut down for a period of time. I saw a couple pictures of what's going on. Go ahead and hit the, if you would please, hit the like button. That helps the Facebook algorithm put out to anybody who's associated with Facebook that should see this. And the more interaction you give it, the more it interacts with you. Same with YouTube. Put your likes on there. Appreciate that. Looks like Lisa just said to me, movie night Saturday at 7. I believe, yep, movie night Saturday at 7. I think I saw something where you guys had to move it inside because it's still light at that time, so you had to move it inside. But there we go. Movie night Saturday at 7. A few people saying hello. We got Sandy. We got Sig on here, Terry Black, Thomas, Lisa, and of course Janice, Michael, Vicky. Most of you, if you're on Facebook, I believe you can see the comments. Let me know if you can't see the comments, then I'll put them up. But no sense double putting them up if you can see the comments. Um, let's see. Oh, just on the Facebook, the algorithm and what you see. Um, and this is to help folks with not spreading the information that scammers are putting out. Facebook has gotten is the big haven for scammers trying to separate you from your money. And one big thing that they're doing lately is they'll go to buy and sell sites or some so that they found that those aren't moderated very well. Most of them aren't moderated very well. Oh, we have somebody checking in from YouTube. Selfie One News. Okay. And they're not moderated very well, and they'll put up a post about either a lost, injured dog that they need to find the owner, and they'll say, please bump this post. They'll do it the same they do it a lot of times. They use the same picture, same information. My son Hank disappeared with his dog, and please bump this post so we can find him. An elderly person wandered off, and they're posting this on these buy and sell sites, and you look at them and I got to help them out, which is called a heart tugging post. But they had the comments turned off. So one thing right there, if they had the comments turned off, and they're asking you to bump this post so you can find the people without the comments being there, how are you going to tell them? How are they going to know, other than they know that it has been shared? And what they're looking for is for the shares to go out on this heart tugging post. And most of what I've seen afterwards, they turn it into a real estate. They have a house for rent. My parents are moved out, need somebody to take over. And I got to be careful what I say here because I reported a lot of these to Facebook, and then because I interacted with those sites, they give me the more all the time and shoving me all the saying you must like those posts. Well, no, I don't, but I do report them, and so I'm interacting with it. And they sent me a what they call what do they call that one? That not in Facebook jail, but you went against community standards. If you do it again, you could lose your account and be in Facebook jail. And all I was doing was saying that these people are scammers. So once again, I got to be careful, pointing out that anyway, those heart tagging posts, if they have the comments turned off, check to see who's posting. All you got to do is you'll see who's put the post up. And if they just created their account, or if that's the only post they have, it's most likely a scammer, and they'll turn it into something that will no doubt ask you to put in some financial information, and they'll looking to separate you from your money. So be careful of those. Be careful sharing posts that of people that you don't know or organizations that you don't know. because you may not have gotten caught by it, but there may be somebody who's not aware and says, "Oh, that's a great deal. I'm running a place, or I can do this," and they ask for their banking information. I guess I haven't seen that far, but be careful. Okay, be careful what you share on Facebook. They don't. They don't. Just like clone. Everybody accounts gets cloned, and then they send out new friend requests, and they tell you this great deal, this government grant program that you can get in on. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm not seeing any questions. Let me go look again because I don't want to be leave anybody out that they've asked a question or give me some information that I need to share. Everybody saying Charlotte, saying hi. Of course, Lisa, movie, and then Sandy. And yes, Lisa said yes, it is inside. And then Sylvie Williams said hi. So I've gotten all the comments that have come through. So have a good weekend. Take care. Hopefully, this Blue Stream will be all up and going in the next month, in June 1st. Everybody turned on, and we'll all have a good time. So there will be. Take care. Have a good weekend. Live long and prosper, and we will see you on the next one. Don't forget, you email me at manager@aox.net. Put the texting number in your contact list, and any other phone numbers, make sure that is in your contact list. So if we send you a message, you know who it's from. And if it's a mass message, your provider will not send it to your spam folder or block it. So therefore, goodbye all. Take care. Um, Sylvie, okay. I left a suggestion in the box, and that's fine. But especially during the summertime, that suggestion box doesn't get checked as often. And if it's something that could be acted on quicker, send it directly to me, and we'll see what if it can be done. All right. Have a great weekend, all.